Hey, welcome Stony Creek families to this virtual curriculum night presentation. My name is Stephen Book, and welcome to A356 here at Stony Creek High School. I've had the distinct pleasure of teaching your student world religions so far, and they are an incredible group. Looking at my class list over the summer, I was so excited to see so many students that I recognize and so many family names that I've had over the course of my career. So far, we have talked a little bit about real versus ideal self, which is a little bit about kind of personal identity. We are going to sample a whole bunch of different religions throughout the course. In this presentation, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of this course. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, as well as some expectations for my classroom. Let's dive in. Thanks for stopping by. First and foremost, here's a little bit about my schedule. I teach world religions as well as AP Gov to 3 different hours and regular Gov this year. I have first hour prep, so that's the best time to get a hold of me throughout the school day. My family background, Mrs. Book and I met here while teaching at Stony Creek. She previously has taught math and science and has probably taught a lot of your students. This year, she's taken on an instructional interventionist job that is brand new to this building, as opposed to kind of trying to connect with all 38 students, like you see the 38 desks behind me, during the course of a 55-minute class period, which can be difficult to do, especially in a math or a science course. Mrs. Book has found a way to localize her learning down to 1 or 2 students per hour, teach them obviously in whatever academic courses they need some help with, extra assistance with, but also to give some life skills, some soft skills to them along the way. And so far, it's been a great fit for her, and I'm so proud of the work that she's done and to get that job. So a little bit about my kids and my doggy there. We rescued Dobie in 2016. He's a Beagle Hound mix. Breslin's my oldest. She is 6 and in first grade, going on 26. Kendall is 3 and she is in pre-K. And then there's Landon. He is 17 months old and the newest member of our family. We just had an amazing summer together. We are so lucky and blessed to have the summers off together with our family, to be able to travel, do the things that we want to do. And while it was tough getting back in the swing of things over the course of the last couple of weeks, the routines felt awesome to get back in those routines, but certainly missed that time with the family each and every day. I grew up here in this area. I attended North Hill, Brooklands, Ruther, and then Rochester High School, where I graduated in 2006. I was off to East Lansing and graduated from MSU's James Madison College, which is their residential college for political science as well as for international relations. The major that I picked was comparative cultures and politics. I minored in history while I was there. As our students are thinking about MSU or Michigan or Ohio State or Penn State or Syracuse or one of those big time universities, a lot of times the daunting thing can be those class sizes. You go and tour one of these big campuses and you see class sizes that are 600, 700 person lecture halls and these huge auditoriums that we're used to seeing concerts in or live theater in. And that was pretty daunting to me as well. So I found a way to make my learning way more central, and my class sizes were tiny. My class sizes were 15 to 25 people each and every day. And that's what I wanted. I was a member of the Michigan State Marching Band. I played the trumpet. So I got to travel with the football team and the cheerleaders and the Sparties. And that was an amazing part of my falls. And then I was the section leader, the organizer for the student cheering section, the I-Zone for basketball games. Got to sit in the front row at multiple Final Fours throughout my time in college. So I loved having that Big Ten, huge university feel for certain things, but my learning just wasn't something that I wanted those huge lecture halls for. So my class sizes were tiny, and I got to know my professors really, really well, which was a big perk of picking a residential college at MSU. If you have any further questions about that type of style, then please reach out to me. I graduated from MSU with my master's as well. But I did it while studying abroad. So I did my master's in Dublin, Ireland in one summer, and then a second summer in Galway, Ireland. And my master's is in educational technology. 13th year of teaching, 12 and a half, pretty much all 13 because of my home classroom is still right here at Stony Creek, as well as helping to start the virtual campus, getting their government and AP government classes written, organized, got the content uploaded onto a virtual platform, and then taught those classes for a year as well. I coached the 8th grade girls basketball team at Hart, the 7th grade boys basketball team at Hart. Previously, I've coached girls basketball here at Stony. This is the first year where I haven't said I'll be directing the spring musical. Stepping away from that, just it's it's too huge of a time commitment, and my family deserves to have me home a little bit more on the weekends and over spring break. If you have any questions about student clubs, organizations, Mrs. Book and I help to organize them for the entire school. So please reach out if you have any questions about that. A little bit more about the class. This class is one that I call a buffet line. So we will sample different things, just like a buffet. Our students will have their tray. They'll put their plate down on that tray, and they'll fill their plates with certain ideas, certain concepts that fascinate them, that they want to look a little bit more into, both on their own as well as guided by me and their colleagues. But there'll be things that they want to leave behind that will seem maybe interesting to them, but something that they don't identify with, or they can't relate to. And they'll leave those things behind, just like a buffet. All right. So they'll fill their trays and their plates with the things that seem appetizing to them, and they'll leave some certain things behind. We do our content through lectures, through stories, through a lot of film. And you think of the fantastic films that you've all seen that have religious identities and just organized religion sort of as a major theme, as a part of them. I bring in some guest speakers to make my lessons sort of come to life in a realistic setting. If we get a chance to take some field trips this fall, we absolutely will. Podcasts have become a major part of my lesson plans. And then we'll take some tests, take some quizzes, some checkpoints. Everything is open note for this elective class, so that my students value note-taking and learn that skill, that soft skill, before they get off into college. The class is a class that I feel super passionate about. It's a class that I took in high school. It's a class that started because of a teacher that taught in this very classroom, who after September 11th, 2001, was walking through the hallways and heard a whole bunch of misconceptions being spewed in the hallways about his faith. He was a practicing Muslim, and he heard a lot of Islamophobic comments being made throughout the hallways. And he'd talk to those students one-on-one and try to encourage them to sort of change how they spoke about certain demographics and certain people. He asked the district to make some change, and he asked if he could write a new class. And over the summer after 9/11, he wrote this class, this curriculum, and I've been super lucky to be able to teach it pretty much every year of my teaching career. So I taught the class when I was 22. I'm teaching the class now that I'm 35, and I took the class back when I was 17. So the class has been a big part of my identity, part of my growth, and I'm so excited to lead your students in it this semester. Thanks for stopping by. I look forward to seeing you at some of our Stony Creek community events and meeting you throughout the semester. Take care and have a great night.